Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other Conquest guides on my SWGOH Life website, so if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out, there'll be a link in the description below. In this one I'll be playing through Sector 2, just showing you some of the teams that I used to get good progress towards Sector 2 feats as well as global feats, and I'll do a separate video as usual for the mini boss and final boss battles here in Sector 2 as well. So let's start by reviewing the feats that we have to achieve here in Sector 2. So you have to win 14 battles with no attackers in your squad, evade at least 100 attacks, attempt to inflict plague 20 times, and then gain health steal up 20 times. So a lot of these feats, maybe just the plague one will take a little bit longer, but the other ones I think are quite quick, as I'll show you in some of these battles and teams that I'll be using. So first let's address the evasion one. So one way to get this done is by using Darth Maul lead with Sith. You get extra evasion, and then obviously whenever you evade you gain stealth, but it doesn't matter, you'll be evading a lot. And then just bringing in there actually Emperor Palpatine, because he's got an ability that can grant health steal up to all of his allies, so you get to use it once there. So you know, you can kind of double dip here if you do want those feats, or you can do another Palpatine lead team that I'll show you later as well, or you can just put them under Maul. Doesn't really matter, it will work either way. Up next we've got an unaligned force user team with Visas, because Visas, mine, she's at gear 8, but it doesn't matter, she's here just to use her special ability that grants everybody health steal up. So similar like Palpatine, she will give you health steal up 5 times. Going up against Starkiller, which if you don't have the right data, this could be tricky, so I'm gonna speed up the footage because this might take a while. But anyway, here we go. Visas using her here middle ability, granting health steal up to all your guys. So now you can just go ahead and finish off the enemy. But again, with here Starkiller, battles do take a while. I haven't had good luck with good data discs yet. Still on the lookout for Amplify Agony. I don't think at this point I even had Zealous Ambition yet, so I was definitely lacking power to take care of quickly these kind of enemies, but hey, I got there in the end, took care of Starkiller. Whirlwind from Ray will prevent revives, and there we go, unload the ultimate, and the rest of the guys just get defeated quickly. So let's go ahead now and do the Night Sister battle. Obviously here in Sector 2 we have to apply Plague 200 times, and the only 2 units that can get that done is Talzin with her leadership and unique, and then as well as what is it, Marin. So these 2 Night Sisters, and then obviously do add Daka in there for that global feat for Night Sister trio. Some have actually reported that all of these 3 Night Sisters have to survive, so it's not like a BT and Trip feat where they can die off and you still get credited. They actually, Daka, Talzin and Marin, they all have to survive, which to be honest is not that difficult. Night Sisters have ways to revive, like Daka's got a revive, and then you can also get revives from Talzin's abilities. So yeah, you know, just kind of carry on the battle. Again, I didn't have Zealous Ambition data discs yet here, that's why this battle took so long, or if you have Amplify Agony as well, will work with Night Sisters. And that's what I was talking about. You can also do Palpatine lead team, and then you know, you can go to town with him and Mara, and Palpatine will be getting so many turns, you can knock out most likely health steal up feat in a single battle. They got a jump start on us, but it's okay, and because he's pretty much carried by Palp there and Mara, I just added in there BT and Trip for the global BT Trip as well, while I'm obviously knocking out here in Sector 2 the health steal up feat. There we go, we got a turn meter loop going, they're stunned, they're shocked, they can't really do a whole lot, so you can just stall the battle now as long as you can, just to get this health steal up, you know, done quite quickly and quite easily. There we go, one more time, and I think actually in this battle I did it all in one go. And then of course we do have that global Cal Kestis feat, or Seer, whatever, whichever you want to use. As in the previous sector, my go-to team has been Jedi Master Luke with Watt. I do not have voluntary Vanguard data disc yet, so that's why I have to utilize Watt, put a tank tech over on Luke, so he's taunting. I actually made a mistake here, I put a weapon tech over on Cal, but then he prevents revives, right? So better not to put a weapon tech on Cal here. So then, you know, you can, Django can come back on any other enemies that can revive, so you can get an extra kill there each battle. But otherwise, pretty straightforward, using inherited teachings to take them down. And then we've got the more evasion teams here. So obviously with the here tech right on cue, with his AoE he gives foresight up to all the Bad Batch allies, and then whenever enemy does an AoE or something, which obviously B1's got plenty of, then you will get evasion there 4 times. Here we go, making quick work of Grievous. Perfect. B1 did his AoE, so I can just go ahead, finish off these guys, and I got, hey, 4 evasions in this battle. Not bad, I guess. Moving on, we've got Inquisitors. I do have Grand Inquisitors, but I'm trying not to use them, just for those of you that don't have them yet. And again, I do not have a great data disk here. Inquisitors will work great with Zealous Ambition data disk, or as well Amplify Agony, because of all the debuffs they're dishing out. Even without Grand Inquisitors, you know, you can make quick work of these guys, especially when you see a Jedi team. And this will be completing global unaligned force user feat, and then as well you're spreading here foresight, and so you can evade a lot. So you know, it's a nice team there that you can kind of double dip some of these feats as well. I'm just kind of intentionally stalling the battle, letting Yoda stay alive and keep using his AoE whenever I do have foresight on my guys, just so that I get some extra evasions in there. So just milking the clock, but eventually Yoda did fall down to the Inquisitors. And moving on, we've got obviously more of these no attacker now teams, because we have to win 14 battles with no attackers. But luckily there, Grandmaster Yoda, his support, he's not an attacker, so you can put some sort of Padme team around, and then Grandmaster Yoda spreading foresight. Kenobi can give foresight as well, R2, so again, more ways here to evade whichever you're fighting. And again, Padme there, if obviously I would do have at this point Zealous Ambition data disk, Padme and both Yoda will be hitting very hard, R2 as well, because they're all support. That's why these battles are taking a little bit longer, because at this point I just did not have a good offensive selection of data disk. It was just all about surviving the battles. Okay, so here we go. I finally picked up one Zealous Ambition data disk at this point in time. Again, just kind of putting a team without any attackers, and in case you do still need health still up, you can still chuck Palpatine in there so he can go ahead and use it. But yeah, Geos versus Traya, we all know how that goes. They just basically kill themselves, and then the rest you can just go ahead, finish off them quite quickly. There we go. Let's go ahead, health still up for everybody, and that's the end of the battle there. Then we also got the Jedi team as well, so it's kind of similar, I guess, like a Padme team, but this time with Bastila lead. Again, not using any attackers. Now that I do have Zealous Ambition data disk equipped, you know, like Yoda and Basti, they will be doing some nice damage because they're both support units. I guess you could bring in Julie as well, maybe instead of one of the Kenobis, because he's healer, so he will be doing as well big damage from Zealous Ambition data disk. But the idea here was to try and milk the evasions, so spreading the foresight with Yoda on everybody, and then keeping Sith Trooper alive, so he keeps smacking his AoEs, so I keep getting like evasion over and over again. So there you go. I think I've there evaded 3 of his AoEs, so about 15 evasions there just from that battle. Okay guys, so this is all the teams. I mean, Sector 2, it seems like quite a straightforward, nothing too fancy here, aside obviously from Plague. All the other feats are kind of generic and you can just do whatever you want. So this is the progress that I've made after finishing off Sector 2. I only got 2 more there, no attackers to do, and then I'm halfway through Plague, so maybe just 3 more there Night Sister battles, and I should be good to go. Thank you for watching guys, I'll see you in the next one, but until then have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you my friends.